This is RTP. This is RTP180.
Hello. So Dylan, how do you feel about going after cannabis and therapy dogs?
I feel relaxed.
I do too. I hope you do too. So I work at Fujifilm Diosynth Biotechnologies. Can everybody repeat that? We're a biotech company right down the road, and we're a third-party manufacturer that we partner with biopharma companies to manufacture medications that help everyone throughout the world. My partner here, my friend, Dylan Scott, he's with the Suitcase of Courage. He's going to talk about that, but we basically, make sure I can, okay, yeah. The reason let me start with this. My title's a little bit weird, but Perseverance is the Path to Victory. We went from zero to hero. I've been with the company for 18 years when we had nothing. And you know, everybody wanted a cafeteria, they wanted a gym, they wanted this or that. We didn't do any of that. 5 years ago, we partnered with Suitcase of Courage and had a lot of corporate sponsorship from Fujifilm. And we went from nothing in 2015 to an amazing wellness program. Now that I could talk about it forever and list all the cool stuff that we do, and we keep adding things to it, but we have our 5 minutes. But I did want to say, you know, what triggered that? We did a lot of employee surveys. And those surveys, you know, if you've done employee surveys, they're not fun to go through. And so ours were, you know, fairly negative. The employee engagement was super low. It was evident. So what that boiled down to is basically we as a company were not supporting our most important asset, which is our employees. So, perseverance. I did a little definition there. This is my definition. That mountain that we're climbing there is actually the leadership team that used to work with us. And that was our biggest challenge, was getting past that team and explaining to them what the importance of our wellness program would do to the morale of employees in the company. That leadership team is no longer there. We have an awesome leadership team now that supports everything we do. And so when we were 2015, when we started, in the next 4 years up to 2019, the Triangle Business Journal has a Healthiest Employer Award. And the first year we were in, it's for top 25. We got 23. I was tickled. My boss was like, boo, 23, you know, why didn't we get one? And I'm like, well, you know, give us some time. So then we went to number 3, number 2, and this year we got number 1, which we're tickled. And I'm even more excited is for the national. Last year we were number 33 out of 1,500, I believe. This year we got number 9 out of like 5,000 applicants. So thrilled to death with that. It's a really good marketing thing. I mean, we just have so many things. What I did want to, we try to keep it full circle. These are all the pillars of wellness that we try to incorporate into our program. So it's not just physical nutrition, physically, you know, being physically fit, emotional, mental, community, financial, social. So we have lists and lists of things that go under each one of these pillars. This is just a list of some of the things we put out there, and I would love to, you know, go through every single one of them, but one of the most recent things that I think we're really, really proud of is this wellness center that we opened. We got a gym. Suitcase Courage helped us build a gym in our facility, and Dylan's going to talk a little bit more about that, but we found that, you know, with all the things that we were incorporating, we needed a nice big space that people felt comfortable and safe. And so this wellness center has everything. We have free massages down there. We have a physical therapist down there. We have a counselor down there. We have an occupational nurse that's 24/7. I mean, one nurse, 24/7 with us. Just lots and lots of things. A beautiful workout area, yoga, meditation. I mean, I could keep going, but I won't do that. But anyway, was it done? Okay. One of the new things, I'm going to hand it over to Dylan, but one of the new programs we have is industrial athleticism. And so our work is very physical, and what we want to do is to be able to prevent injuries in the workplace and have all of our employees conditioned and equipped to do their jobs. So we introduced industrial athleticism. I'm going to let Dylan take care of that.
Yeah, so industrial athleticism, that's not really a terminology that you hear just thrown around every day. So I want to kind of break that down. What industrial athleticism is looking at the human equation of the human side of the ergonomic equation. So we're not so much fitting the workplace for the person as we are preparing the person for the workplace. So what we did was we came in with some EMG-enabled technology, Athos gear. Basically, we put it on the worker and had them go throughout their workday while monitoring them. We looked at things from a videography standpoint so that we could use coaching tools to break down when you are doing this particular movement, we're seeing this muscle pattern, and you're in this position. If we get you to alternate that a little bit, this is going to make you less likely to become injured. In addition, what we can do is we can look at a readout at the end of the day and see, okay, hey, this is the muscle group that's getting worked the most, so what physical parameter of interest should we work on? We come in, we do an empirical testing at the beginning, and then we have about an 8 to 10 week period where we have them go through a prehabilitative routine, and then we empirically test at the end. What is our goal when it comes to the IA program? It is to cut down on the number of preventable musculoskeletal injuries as to help to cut down for the company the cost in OSHA recordables. So in addition to that, we also have our gym. So when we moved our gym from the one space that we were in upstairs, that was kind of it was a bit of a snafu getting up there, getting changed, down to where we are now. What we've seen is we see class attendance year over year, straight up. Equipment mileage up, equipment usage hours up. And one of the coolest things about the Fujifilm Fit program that we do is that we take people who are on site and are motivated and get them certified as trainers through a third party so that they can actually teach the classes. So the same person that you're working with throughout the day is going to be your trainer down there. We've got 7 trainers on site, 15 classes taught throughout the week.
And they get paid.
And they get paid. And so just the last thing right here is when people have success, we like to highlight that and put that out. And this is just kind of a template of one of our success stories from one of our IA champions, Gail Stallings. So thank you guys very much for listening to what we have to say today, and we'll open up for questions.